Hey loves, so I have been trying to make a poncho for the longest time, but I suffer from a thing called extreme indecisiveness. And I don't know how you guys do it, but you have to tell me how you navigate around having to, first of all, choose what project to work on, especially when it comes to projects for yourself. I have a hard time choosing what projects to work on because I have so many things I want to do for myself, but then to pick what to do is the first hassle I have. When I finally decided to make a poncho, it was because it was just like sort of timely for me because I'm 38 weeks pregnant, and for some reason ponchos were just all over the place on my timeline, on my algorithm. So I'm like, you know what, I'll just take it as a sign and just make a poncho. My next hassle was to now pick the color to make. I'm not proud of this, but I spent days and days just looking at my yarn wall, trying to figure out what to use, trying to figure out what type of yarn to use. You guys need to tell me how you navigate this issue. It's like very, very hard for me to pick stuff, and that's why I almost never do anything for myself. I think that's why I also started applying for pattern tests because that seemed to be the only way I would end up making something for myself. But that didn't give me like a lot of creative freedom to do some of the projects that I have saved to do. But if I decide to do a project for myself, it's always a hassle and I end up not doing that. But I decided to change that this year. Like, I can't keep going on like this. So when I finally decided to make a poncho, I spent days and days and days just staring at my yarn wall, trying to figure out what to use, what color to use, what type of yarn to use. And finally, I just did any, mini, miny, mo. I just decided to go with the thought that I wanted this poncho to be somewhat lightweight. So I narrowed my options down to my lightweight yarns. And I also gave myself the thought that, okay, this yarn has been here the longest. Let me just use this. When I finally picked this baby yarn, it was now another round of indecisiveness for me to pick the type of design I wanted for this poncho. All I knew is that I just didn't want an ordinary design type of poncho or a granny poncho or just a normal lacy poncho. I had to pick a series of lacy designs. I just knew that I wanted it to have some lacy features. So that took another couple of hours. So I sampled like four designs. So I just stumbled on this diamond flowery motif type of design, giving this filet vibe. And it's not too lacy, it's not too opaque. So I'm so happy that I got to pick and I was free. Whenever I finally go through this whole issue, I always feel very, very free. Like now I can now finally make this happen. I actually need suggestions on how to get past indecisiveness. Like, do you guys have certain processes you go through to just like decide on projects to make? Like, I have multiple projects I've saved, but I have to decide on which one to do next, what yarn comes next. Like, I have to do like scale of preference, and it's just a lot. So just I guess you please comment how you battle this, if you actually do battle this, so now I can start this project in peace. Hey love, so I have honestly been feeling like am I going to labor anytime. At the same time, it might not be this week, it might just be my body preparing. Been having contractions, like painful ones, kind that hurts in your back. But they're not like following a pattern, it's just random. But they're more intense basically. I think my body's just prepping and my baby's pushing down more because I can feel this baby in my ass, and I've been scared to even go to the toilet lest I poop this child out. Anyway, for this project, I have actually gone a bit I was about to say I've gone far, but this is far from the length that I'm actually going for. But so far, so good. It's so pretty. I love the design that's coming out of this. I really love this bloom design. I really, really love this. I'm so glad that I was able to decide on this. I'm going to make this a very long rectangle. I'm looking at it being like between 56 to 58 inches. That's really long. This right now is about, this is a little over 10 inches. So I still have like a long way to go. The pattern is like a 6 row repeat. It's quite repetitive. So you get the hang of it like after two motif rows. It's kind of mindless too. So you just keep going on, and it's a very enjoyable pattern to do. I'm also simultaneously filming a tutorial for this in case this turns out pretty nice and you guys ask me for a tutorial. So I'm just trying to do everything simultaneously and also filming content simultaneously while doing this project, and also prepping for childbirth. So doing this project is actually helping me to be less anxious about the most traumatic events a woman will go through. And if you know, like, this isn't my first child, this is my second and possibly last child. And even though I've given birth to a child before, it doesn't still take away the anxiety you feel about doing it again. And for me, it's quite different because the first time I was anxious about how it was going to turn out and whatnot, but in the end, it just went from 0 to 100. Like, it became emergency, and then I had to do an emergency C-section to get my baby out. Like, so that puts you in a spot where you know anything can happen. I'm still anxious about it. And like my first baby, I'm hoping to go through VD, but anyhow, that God wants it, to be honest. Even that one, I'm so terrified of it. The funny thing is, I'm not terrified of labor pain. I know it's like the most unbearable pain ever, but I'm not actually terrified of it. It's like, as a woman who's been pregnant, you sort of like start prepping your mind towards the pain you're about to feel. So my biggest fear and what's making me very, very anxious about this is the possibility of tearing and having an episiotomy and all of that. Like, I'm scared of tearing and labor, and I'm trying my best to take my mind off it. I'm praying to God that I will be one of the exceptions. It's the same fear I had with my first child. It's the same fear I have even now. I don't know, man. I'm also hoping I don't get to do another C-section. Even though my C-section, I wouldn't know better, but I think I was one of the lucky few people that, C-section was pretty hard to heal from, but I think my body like heals pretty fast, and I have good support. I'm a Nigerian in Nigeria. My mom is alive. My mom came, did Omugo. My mother-in-law came, did Omugo. My siblings were, popping in and out. So I had good support for the first 2 or 3 months of giving birth. I didn't do anything. I was taken care of. I think that also helps with recovery in both VD and CS. That's my current state. So I'm just crocheting to get my mind off the anxiety. I'm hoping to finish this poncho before this baby comes, to be honest, because when this baby comes, I don't know how I would be. I won't be myself for a bit, so I won't be able to like finish it in time for when I want to just have it done and then finish up the tutorial and stuff. So I'm hoping I'm able to turn this out pretty fast. I honestly love how mindless this pattern is. Once you get the hang of it, you don't have to think too much about the next step. I So a little update. First of all, I have sore throats that just came from nowhere, and I'm still pregnant. Yeah, still having contractions, still waiting for labor to come. It's currently 1:15 a.m. and I can't sleep. My husband and my daughter are sleeping. I haven't been able to sleep. I'm like wide awake, but I'm tired. But I've used that to my advantage and I have finally finished my main panel for my poncho. I'm absolutely in love with this whole thing I did and I can't believe I actually finished way earlier than I thought. Like I was on a roll today. And my panel ended up being about 60 inches, like the exact full tape measurement. And I've blocked it so you can see the drape. It's like so pretty. This is too pretty, man. I'm almost changing my mind from making it into a poncho. Look at this. It's actually like way past my feet. It's that long. I don't know if I mentioned, but I've been filming a tutorial while making this. So the only thing that's left for me to do in this poncho now is to join and create the neckline so it's wearable. And I'm actually thinking of making ruffles around this poncho. I know that's very ambitious, but I actually made a hat like a year ago with this yarn. I was testing out the yarn, so I made a hat with this yarn and the multicolored version of the yarn. I have more over there, but the hat turned out really pretty. I think that's what I wore for my channel trailer. If you look closely, I made ruffles with the multicolored yarn. So I was thinking of making ruffles with the multicolored yarn on this too and make it look like they came together. I was thinking of joining this now and filming the tutorial while doing that, but I'm actually tired and I don't know if I should go and attempt to sleep and just do the joining in the morning or just do it now that there's peace and quiet. I love the peace and quiet this time, like everybody's sleeping, the whole world feels silent, you're just hearing crickets outside. I feel like I have strength right now, but once you set up your tripod, set up everything, you might just lose strength. This is past one. Oh, no, I think I'm gonna go sleep. This is past one, and my daughter goes to school, and I have to wake up by like 5:36 to prepare her for school. So I think I'm just gonna go force myself to sleep. Anyway, so that's an update on the balloon poncho. I really, really love this. And I think in addition to the video tutorial, I'll probably write a pattern for this for people that prefer patterns. So I'll just use all of the stuff I have. I'll see you guys, when I've made some progress on this and let you guys know. So I'm here and this is the poncho without the ruffles. I haven't woven in my ends or done anything like that. I'm still trying to decide if I'm done with this project, if I'm still putting the ruffles, but let me show you guys what it looks like without the ruffles. This is actually the original way I imagined putting on this poncho, but it's definitely going to be very versatile because not only can I wear it like this, obviously I'll wear something different inside when I'm rocking this, but you get the gist. Let's see. Ooh, this is pretty. I can wear it like this. So this is the original way I want to wear this poncho. But I'm so glad that I can be able to wear it any other way I want. So what I'm going to do now is to attempt to put the ruffles and see what that looks like. If it's not tickling my fancy, then I'm going to just leave it as it is. So what I was saying about this hat is I made this hat a while ago. Oh my god, this is too pretty. So I don't know if I should actually make the ruffles or if I should leave it as it is. Oh my god, it's so pretty. You know what? I'm gonna go ask my husband. So my plan initially was to sort of mirror the hats with the poncho, like also make this type of ruffles around the base of the poncho, but I think it looks nice. I don't know if I should do that or if I should just leave it as is. The back. I don't know now. If my spirit was telling me something, what I would like come and ask you. Ignore the dress. I'm just showing you because I just finished making it. That's why I wore it on it. Ignore the dress. Imagine the dress is black. Useless. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna call my baby sister. She will probably know what I should do. Let me call her on a video call. Today is what? Friday. Where will she be safe? Let this girl be online. So my younger sister seems to be busy. I'm gonna call my mom. Hope she's online too. Okay, she is. Let's see if she said she's not picking. Where are these women there? Where are these women when you need them? Okay, guys. So I went to change into black so that you'll be able to see the beauty of this poncho. So I'm honestly not sure if I should just leave this as it is or if I should still put ruffles down here. I don't know if it's be overkill, but I really love the hats with it. It's so pretty. So let me show you guys up close what the design looks like. Yeah. So it gives this nice triangular shape at the back. You can also style it anyhow you want. So you can have your poncho like this also. Let's try styling it to the front. Gives us V neckline also. So let me know what you guys think about this poncho. I honestly am so confused about whether to put the ruffles. I feel like with the poncho alone, the ruffle will be a really nice touch. But with the hat, it might be overkill. My mom didn't pick, my sister didn't pick. I'll let you guys know what they suggested. For now, this is what I'm gonna go for. I'm just gonna leave the poncho as it is. I don't know how I'm doing this. I can't breathe, I can't stand straight. But I'm doing this. But I'm so excited about doing this poncho. So thank you for joining me on this vlog. Let me know your suggestions or what you guys think. Let me know what you think I should make next. I have a couple of thoughts in my head that I would share. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this vlog. I'll see you in my next video. Be kind, stay beautiful, love truly, and God bless you. And maybe my next video, I might have given birth. I'm still hoping, by God's grace, you know. I'm so in love with this poncho. Sorry, I will feel myself 1 million times with this poncho.